All right, y'all, here lately, business has been going great for me, can't complain, and I'm needing more bigger, powerful lasers. Going with Monport. Let's unbox this CO2 laser and show you what all we have here and why we chose this company right here for our next CO2 laser. So what we have here is the Monport 100 watt CO2 laser. And this is going to be perfect for the amount of patches and acrylic awards we are running. Because not all the time I need just a big, huge bed. I just need something a little smaller where I can set up tumblers or leather or whatever it is. And this right here is going to make that my life a lot simpler. Now, as you see, this does stick out quite a bit on here, but the reason for that is this massive 100 watt CO2 laser. Now, as you are uncrating it, be sure to not forget the screws that are holding this down to the pallet. That way you're not trying to force them off and end up breaking one of your deals right there, not realizing there are screws. All right, y'all. So we got everything unboxed and set up. So what we have here is the Monport MP-570. It's a 100 watt CO2 laser engraver. Now what sets this apart, you're talking a high efficiency laser beam. We're talking 12,000 hours operation. That's right, this thing means business. 12,000 hours of laser power. That is a lot of work, and if you're running commercial like I am, you definitely need this. Now, besides the raw power, this thing's also driven by a Russian KT332N motherboard. That means this laser engraver offers direct control autofocusing, Z-axis movement, and air assist. Plus, the dynamic processing power lets you tweak your projects and layers on the fly. Now, this smart control for precise customization, Monport takes convenience seriously. Their laser head combines 4 functions: laser emissions, talking autofocus, air assist, red light indication, and those high spec focal lenses. Now, that streamlines your engraving, making you really efficient and hassle free. Now, also, you gotta think safety first. So with features like your emergency stop, independent laser control, cover protection, and also we have auto stop for your low water or high temperature. That helps you keep that laser to get that full 12,000 hours of power. Like I said, now we hooked it up with their CW5200 water chiller, and like I said, that I already know that water chiller is great because I've used it on other machines, like right over there. Now this is Monport's take on it, and I really look forward to seeing what all improvements they've made with this. And let's get to work. Now, as you see with this machine, we got this nice enclosed unit, air ducting, piped outside. Now, this isn't going to stay like this. At some point, I do plan to put this onto a stand to raise it up a little bit. That way, I'm not having to bend over as much. And also, I have an inline air filter, inline air duct that I'm going to put on this to help pull even more air through this unit. Now, as we come over here to the side, as you see, we can run this directly off flash drive, USB to our computer, or Ethernet to our computer. I'm just using a USB because I have a laptop out here, and it's what I like to do. So we'll turn our e-stop back off, and we'll get this thing powered up. Now, before we kick things off, we're going to come over here to our panel, and we'll see focus. So we hit focus, we hit enter, and this comes and auto focuses. No blocks needed. It's lined up. We got our laser dot to show us what we're working on. And just to show, we do have a manual block if needed, but it's right there at it. So that way we know we're all in line. I don't have to worry if I lose this block. I have my autofocus. So just to test this little thing out, I'm going to do just a quick little line art drawing on here. We have our piece of wood in here. We'll shut this down. We'll turn our laser on. Now, we can just frame it, and it'll go through and frame our image out. Now, once we have that all framed up, all we got to do is tell it to start. Now, as you see this thing running, it is extremely fast. And that's one of the reasons I like CO2's machines so much, is their speed they can do on wood and leather. It definitely helps things out, especially when you run a production shop. You need something that can really crank out jobs. This thing right here, it's no hoss. It's going to sit here and run it and do exactly that's what I'm wanting it to do, and that's one of the reasons I went with Monport. Now, this little thing, it took no time at all. Now, if you do see the little smoke, that's why I want to do another inline fan to help cut down on that smoke. But this right here took a whole, not even 5 minutes. Like I said, it's something basic. It's just a file they had on there. I did have my power a little too high for that line art, so I could even sped this up quicker and knocked it out even faster. So what we have here next, we got some billet aluminum right here that has been powder coated black that we are having to etch the company's logo on here and address for them so they can use in their warehouse for shipping purposes. Now, if you're wanting to pick up one of these awesome 100-watt CO2 lasers, be sure to click that affiliate link I have down below. It definitely helps the channel out. And you know you want to get you a CO2, but they also carry some fiber lasers and a few others. You need to check them out as well. As you see, we got a nice, clean engraving. This right here took roughly 10 minutes. Now, sorry for the loud noise right now. We do have that water chiller over there running and the fan from this unit still going. But as you see, nice, clean, burnt that powder coating off, great. Like I said, now this laser, the main reason I got it is to do a lot of stuff like this and a lot of the powder coated cups, because they are extremely popular, and this monoport is going to be able to do that job great. Now, if you want to see more videos about this, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and that way you can see on our next video where I start showing you even more production with this and some of the other stuff we can create with this unit, and see why I picked this over some of the others. And down the road, we might even do a comparison between this and some of my other CO2 units. That way you can really see how it stacks up among my other CO2 units that I have. Now, until next time, y'all take it easy.